Hernandez over an alleged assault, as Weekly can exclusively report. USA obtained the sponsor.
Oh no.
Sponsored content. Cardi B's boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, is being sued by his ex Mulan Hernandez over an alleged assault, as Weekly can exclusively report. USA obtained the counterclaim that Hernandez, 24, filed against Diggs, 31, on April 7 pulgadas a Texas court as part of the lawsuit he brought against her for alleged assault. In her filing, Hernandez, who starred on Basketball Wives Orlando, denied all allegations of wrongdoing and claimed Diggs was the one who got physical. She also claims he is trying to silence her. She claimed that on June 7, 2024, Diggs punched her in the back of the head with a closed fist. Hernandez claimed almost immediately after the alleged altercation, Diggs mounted an effort to induce Hernandez into signing a non-disclosure agreement so that Diggs' malicious and egregious act would be kept from the NFL and from public view. Hernandez claimed that Diggs frantically flew out his personal assistant to Houston in June in an attempt to have her sign the non-disclosure agreement, which would have prevented her from speaking out against the alleged incident. She admitted her lawyer reached out to Diggs' lawyer in an attempt to hold him accountable for his actions in Noviembre de 2024. She claimed she was diagnosed with a concussion on the very day of the assault. In her suit, Hernandez demanded unspecified damages for her physical pain and mental suffering and for her medical bills. She asked the court to award her at least $250,000 but no more than $1 million. The court shows the case as active. Why Cardi B deleted photos of Stephon Diggs from Instagram, very dramatic. Back in February, Diggs sued his ex and a third party, Brianna Mack, for assault, trespass, intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Alright, so far, basically a counter sue. So he sued her first. Like saying, yo, she pulled up on me, whatever, we're gonna get into that. And she's now counter suing because right now it's everywhere. This story right now is everywhere as if it just came out. But I believe the story first broke when he sued her was in February. Let's keep going.
Distress, conspiracy and various other claims. A accused the duo of attempted extortion. In his suit, Diggs explained he was in a casual relationship with Hernandez in early 2024. A said he often allowed Hernandez and her friends to stay at his Houston apartment.
So he's telling the story right now of what happened. Like, he's the one who sued her first, right? So he's saying, like, this is what happened,
Apartment. Cardi B trial verdict in civil trial revealed. Said Hernandez partied the evening of June 6, 2024, through the early morning of June 7, 2024. Said at around 6 de la mañana on June 7, Hernandez arrived at his apartment, where she proceeded to assault him and destroy his property. Hernandez burst through the bathroom and into the gaming room, visibly intoxicated and upset.
So I know Stephon Diggs. Everybody wants Stephon Diggs, like, to be this evil guy. I did a video, like, a few months ago when the first time when his stylist was trying to say he assaulted him, licked his ear or something like that. And that same stylist was also trying to say Javante Davis is also gay, right? So he's the one that's, like, supposedly straight, but all these gay guys are trying him, right? And now everybody right now wanted to be, yo, Stephon did this. Like, Stephon, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the first thing about him being real explicit on drugs and doing whatever he's doing in front of his friend that is not supposed to be doing, you feel me? Having boy feeling uncomfortable. I feel like that's more truth to that than, like, what I'm hearing about this kind of situation. You feel me?
Upset. Diggs told Hernandez to leave, but she refused. Diggs attempted to defuse the situation by attempting to remove himself from Jones' line of fire, but she continued to castigate him, the lawsuit said. The NFL star said his ex slammed his video game console on the ground, grabbed his valuable wristwatch off the counter, worth $130,000, and slammed it on the ground, severely damaging it. It claimed she then took his cell phone and tossed it in the toilet.
Oh my God.
Deeks alleged she continued by punching him in the chest multiple times. During the incident, he claimed Hernandez threatened him with a dangerous weapon. It said any contact with her and her friend was done in self-defense. Deeks said he did not strike, kick or attack her in any manner. It claimed Mac was with Hernandez and witnessed the attack.
She might have been doing all of that shit. That nigga one time said, shut the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And now she holding on to that part of it. Or is he really that person that, like, the timing is also important. Like, you showed up to his crib intoxicated, like, at that time he was with Cardi, wasn't he? Or there was like rumors coming out that, like, remember the first rumor came out that Cardi was getting smashed by some dude while she was pregnant, and his name came out about that. Like, I also covered that too. His name came out. This was last year or whatever, when she was pregnant with Blossom. You know, I've seen girls act crazy, bro. Like, trust me. I don't put that shit past it. I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle of what both of them are saying.
Attack. It said he repeatedly asked the duo to leave, but they refused. It claimed on the night in question, Hernandez made a hospital visit for nausea and vomiting and was given anti-nausea medication. Cardi B claims ex-Offset threatened murder-suicide. He harasses me. It said Hernandez denied suffering any physical abuse during the visit. Deeks claimed she reported she had fallen on a wet kitchen floor. He claimed she visited another doctor on June 14 where she falsely claimed she had been punched in the back of the head with a closed fist. In the weeks and months that followed, Hernandez and Mac, both individually and with the assistance of counsel, tried to use their newly spun tale to extort millions of dollars from Deeks. Deeks said he refused to comply with their demand. His lawyer said simply, Deeks brings this case because he will not be victimized by the attempts of defendants to extort money from him. It is defendants who are liable to Deeks, not the other way around. Cardi B claims Offset wants millions of dollars to finalize divorce. Deeks' suit claimed that Hernandez's lawyer claimed she had been living with Diggs and was 5 weeks pregnant at the time he allegedly assaulted her. She demanded $1 million in damages. His lawsuit demanded in excess of $250,000 but not more than $1 million from Hernandez and Mac. In a separate filing, Mac denied all allegations of wrongdoing. The case is ongoing. As previously reported, Cardi, 32, announced she was pregnant with Diggs' baby in September 2025. Sponsored content.
So, I mean, what I'm seeing from the situation, honestly, and I'm gonna finish and that's gonna be it. As I said, like, he sued her first, so he kind of got on the upper hand really quick to get out of, you know what I mean? Like, now we're not gonna act like they aren't crazy niggas out here that will do some shit like that, but this dude, like, Stephon Diggs, bro, is not just a regular football player, right? They do say, oh, a lot of football players got CTE, all types of stuff. We're not here to talk about that type of stuff, but that is a thing. I'm just saying genuinely how I feel. I think, like, Stephon knows that he can lose. Like, he doesn't want to lose. You understand? Like, you don't want to, like, a lot of people play with their careers and shit like that, but I just feel like the timing of when you just gonna show up at the crib early and then you come with your homegirl, then you fighting him and stuff. You're 5 weeks pregnant, hormones is probably going crazy, you know. Also an NDA, a lot of people are very much so like, oh my God, like, you haven't signed an NDA. Yes, a lot of celebrities do that shit because they got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're gonna come around me, you gotta sign an NDA. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to come around me. And I feel like that's okay too. You know. Now I hope she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he did put his hands on her, just to put his hands on what I said, like, I feel like she came over there, was doing all types of shit, and he probably did like smack her real quick. And not saying that's okay, but it's not okay for her to put her hands on him either. So it's like, y'all be wanting equal rights. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's some part of it is like money hungry too, because it's like, you ain't press no charges. Like, if he's doing all this shit, like, press charges. Like, try to get a criminal case against this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went as far as to sue you. So he feels like, yo, I got enough evidence to prove that you pulled up to my crib. Also, who knows if crib got cameras? Like, who knows if his crib got cameras? Like, y'all like, what? The crib probably got cameras. It probably like could prove that, like, shorty was, you know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. As I said, everybody gonna want this shit to be real, because they got like, not, they feel a way about Stephon and Cardi and all types of shit. But I genuinely just feel like it's good that he sued her first. That's all I can say. I don't know who this girl is. I know that she was with other players. I know that she's not just a random girl that he met, this nice, sweet girl that, he met on the bus. No, like, shorty is one of them ones that's in the industry that's moving around. So it still doesn't take away from, don't put your hands, or don't put your hands on nobody, bro. Like, man or woman. Like, that's how I look at it. Motherfuckers love to put their hands. Girls love to acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what's going on up here. And it's always sometimes, you see how she look? It's all in the eyes, bro. I could tell you what's going on, bro. It's all in the eyes, bro. Does she look sane to you, chat? Just even off of this picture. I'm just going. Does she look sane to you, bro? It's always the girls that look like this, like literally, like, I've had a lot of beautiful women. I'm gonna be real. The real pretty ones was the cuckoo ones. I'm gonna be real. The real pretty ones, like, they always cute, pretty, whatever, right? But the real pretty ones, there was only like one girl that was mad pretty, and she wasn't that crazy. But when they're really pretty, they're a little bit crazy, bro. And who knows, like, shorty, like, he probably, let me tell you, like, everybody wanna, like, even with Cinco, right? This is about to go on another page, so, but, like, the streamer, right? There's a streamer that he be sharp, like, he be getting all the girls, right? But at the same time, he's always in a relationship. A lot of people, when they're single, they doing their thing. They moving around. Like, that's, I'm single. I feel like Stephon might have started cutting these hoes off. There was another girl that tried to come out. See, listen, like, a lot of people just believe anybody that come out. Like, imagine if you was a celebrity or you had money, and somebody could just say one thing about you and everybody don't even care to hear your side. Like, that's when you understand now what people are capable of. Like, people will sit there, put it on their kids, their dads, all that shit, and will still be lying. Like, I'm being so real, y'all. So it's like, I'm just gonna say, like, it's automatically, and it's like, oh yeah, that dude that he's saying all he said, yes, it was inappropriate with a lot of the things that Stephon did based off of his story. But at the same time, it's like, Stephon sound like he's saying what Stephon wanted him to do. He had mad girls. He's the one that said, yo, Stephon had, here's the thing that is like going over people's head. Dude, if whatever dude's stories is saying about Stephon is true, he said Stephon was on he said he was on the pills. They was at some place, they got back. Stephon is telling him about, they about to go see there's some girls in the crib that they gonna be hanging out, whatever the case is, in his room, whatever. Stephon sounded like he was trying to recruit the nigga for the train. You know what I'm saying? Or for the threesome, or for the fivesome, or for the, that's how he sound. Like, You know what I mean? On some freaky shit. So there was girls involved. Like, he thought maybe you was on that type of time. That's the thing that I seen in it. Not just, oh, like, that whole little, like, tongue shit was a little bit off. I was like, hey, yo, if he did that shit, that's crazy. Right? But I'm just looking at it like, I just feel like some people just be wanting bread, bro. Like, go press some criminal charges if you feel like, if you're saying nigga really violated you the way that you're saying that he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go press some charges. But,